Welcome on the Pure Wisdom. What if I told you that your dog did not come into your life by random, and that he may have been sent to you before you were born? This may seem unusual, but there is spiritual proof that dogs are tied to a far larger purpose. However, this reality has always been concealed until now. Since ancient times, dogs have been seen as spiritual guardians, soul defenders, and messengers of things beyond our comprehension. However, few people discuss why the selected ones have such a strong bond with these creatures. Have you ever observed that your dog seems to know things before you do? He modifies his behavior around particular individuals, and he occasionally looks intensely at a corner of the home as if seeing something unseen. This is not a coincidence. And now, you'll learn the truth about this unique link. But before we go any farther, have you ever seen your dog acting strangely, as if he is guarding you from something unseen? Please share your experience in the comments section below, because the information I'm going to disclose has the potential to alter everything. If you believe you are one of the chosen, that you have a particular connection with the universe and a bigger purpose in this world, then your dog is not by chance at your side. He may be much more than a pet. He might be a spiritual guardian sent to protect, heal, and direct you. The relationship between people and dogs is not new. Dogs have been revered since the dawn of humanity, spiritual messengers and interdimensional gatekeepers. However, few people are aware that this link is strengthened even more when it concerns the chosen ones. The ancient Egyptians thought that dogs led the soul into the afterlife. Anubis, the jackal-headed god, was in charge of directing souls to their rightful destiny for themselves. Dogs were considered symbols of healing and spiritual protection, joining warriors and shamans on their hidden voyages. Even today, many societies see dogs as protectors against invisible threats. But why did the selected ones sense this connection so strongly? Because the energy of the selected one differs. Have you ever observed how you draw attention, unexpected circumstances, and even obstacles that others do not seem to face? This occurs because you have a tremendous light inside you, and that light often upsets individuals who live in darkness. If you've ever been drained by particular individuals, weary in certain settings, or overwhelmed by emotions more profoundly than others, you understand the weight of carrying the unique energy. And this is why dogs are so essential to the chosen ones. Dogs can detect your vibrations. They see your energy in a way that no one else does. They sense when you're feeling well and when something isn't right. Have you ever observed how your dog responds in various situations? Maybe he began barking for no apparent reason, glaring at an empty corner of the room. Or maybe he came closer to you on a bad day, placing his head on your lap as if he understood exactly how you felt. This is not just instinct. This indicates that he is linked to you on a much deeper level than you think. But there's something more striking about this link, something most people don't notice. What if I told you that your dog may have been put in your path at the perfect moment? Think carefully. How did your dog enter your life? Was this a premeditated decision? Was anything unexpected? Did you adopt him impulsively? Can you find him on the street? Or did you get him as a gift? Now, take a minute to contemplate. Was it truly a coincidence? Or had the universe planned this encounter long before you recognized it? Many chosen ones say that their pets came into their life at times of profound change. Some people report they discovered their dogs while they were going through a terrible time, such as a bereavement, a major life upheaval, or an existential crisis. Others express an immediate connection, as if they had known the animal before handling it for the first time. This is because dogs do not merely select us. The cosmos has picked them to walk by us, and believe it. Your dog knew who you were even before you realized what he meant in your life. Now tell me, how did your dog enter your life? Was it a scheduled meeting or something? That felt like a coincidence, but maybe it never was? Write your tale in the comments area. since we'll be discussing what dogs really see and feel, as well as how they defend the chosen ones in ways no one expects. Don't leave, because what you're about to learn will permanently transform the way you perceive your dog. Have you ever observed that your dog appears to foresee events before they occur? That he seems restless around particular individuals, as if picking up on something unseen, or that he barks at nothing, as if you were unable to perceive things? This is not a coincidence. Dogs possess a miraculous capacity to discern energy, making them true spiritual guards of the chosen ones. Many people feel that dogs can only defend us physically, barking at strangers, avoiding danger, and protecting their owners from obvious dangers. But that's just a portion of what they do. Most people are unaware that they also serve as spiritual defenders, absorbing and dispelling harmful energy that may impact you. Science has previously shown that dogs have very keen senses. They can hear and sense frequencies that humans cannot. But there's something science hasn't completely explained: how they respond to invisible energy. Countless chosen ones say that their canines act in ways that defy rationality. They become alert or restless at specific times, even when there is no obvious danger. They growl or snarl at empty places, as if protecting the home with something unseen, or they put themselves between their owner and another person, as if blocking negative energy. If this has ever occurred to you, it means that your dog is protecting you on an energy and spiritual level. The selected ones exude a tremendous and bright aura that attracts both optimism and forces that aim to disrupt them. Your dog detects this and functions as a genuine energy barrier, stopping bad energies from approaching you. Have you ever gotten home after a long, stressful day, spent from all the encounters that sapped your vitality, and a new puppy approaches you, rubbing his body against your own? That isn't simply a display of adoration. He is purifying your energy, absorbing the weight you hold, and restoring harmony to your frequency field. Many selected ones note that their pets change their behavior following a traumatic situation. They seem exhausted and drowsy, as if they had taken on a huge weight. They become very loving, remaining near to you and attempting to draw the concentrated energy away from you. And this is just the beginning of everything your dog does for you. Following specific encounters, they become more attentive, change their attitude, and behave more protectively. This is because dogs continually filter the energy around them to keep you balanced. Have you ever felt as if someone was watching you, but when you glanced around, nothing was there? Or you stepped into a space that seemed weighty for no obvious reason? Dogs feel this before you do. They detect vibrations that indicate the existence of invisible forces, both positive and negative. And they often tell you that if your dog avoids a certain area of your house, it may be an indication that there is a lot of energy there. If he growls or draws away from specific persons, he may be feeling something in their energy. If he postures himself protectively at your side, it might indicate that he senses something unseen close. In certain spiritual traditions, dogs are said to see spirits and creatures that people cannot. That is why it is important to pay attention when a dog acts unusually for no apparent reason. Some canines do more than merely defend against harmful energies. They are also said to be related to other dimensions because their particular frequency enables them to travel between the physical and spiritual realms, serving as actual energy gateways. There are several reports of individuals dreaming about their pets after they have died, experiencing their presence lingering. Some people hear faint footfall, smell a familiar fragrance, or perceive minor clues that their dog is still around even after they have physically left. This occurs because the link between a chosen one and their dog transcends the physical realm. Your dog may continue to defend you even after death, since energy remains. Many individuals believe they rejoin with their pets in various lives. A new dog may enter their lives with the same habits, mannerisms, and personality of a previous pet. This might be a hint that he has returned to finish his mission with you. If you've ever had the impression that a new dog knew you before you had a chance to interact, it might be more than just a sense. It might indicate that this spirit has already visited you in another shape or existence. Now tell me, has your dog ever behaved strangely, as if it was defending you from something unseen? Share your experience in the comments, because in the following part, we'll discuss dogs' healing abilities and how they assist the chosen ones balance their energy. Don't leave, because what you're about to learn will permanently transform the way you perceive your dog. Now that you understand, your dog is more than just an average animal. He senses your energy, defends your vibration, and serves as a genuine spiritual protector. What I'm going to tell has the potential to dramatically change your perspective on this link. What if I told you that your dog isn't only with you for this lifetime? That the relationship you share might be far older than you ever anticipated. Many folks who have lost a cherished dog claim they never completely believe he is gone. Some people have recurring dreams about him, while others have felt his presence long after he died. But few people understand they can come back. Have you ever lost a dog, just to have a new one enter your life later? One that seemed to have the same behaviors, idiosyncrasies, and even stare. There are several examples of individuals acquiring a new dog and feeling as if they had reconnected with an old buddy. Dogs that spontaneously understand orders they were never given and snuggle up in the same favored location as a prior pet with motions that are almost similar. It's as if they had the same soul. But is this simply a coincidence, or is there something far bigger at work? According to certain spiritual beliefs, dogs are faithful souls that return to defend those with whom they have a deep link. Their task does not finish after they depart this planet. They continue to observe, guide, and wait for the appropriate time to return. If you believe you are one of the chosen, but you have a mission in this world and your energy is unique, you are already aware that the spiritual path is not always easy during times of transition. You may feel alone, misunderstood, or lost. But what if I told you that your dog may be a spiritual guide, sent to walk by you and assist you on your journey? That would explain why they always seem to come at the perfect time. Think about it. How did your dog enter your life? Many individuals report they discovered their pets at terrible times, such as a bereavement, crisis, or significant life change. Some reported feeling as if their dog materialized out of nowhere. Was it truly a coincidence? What if deep down he already understood he needed to be with you? Have you ever observed that your dog can comprehend how you feel even when you don't say anything? He recognizes when you're depressed, apprehensive, or concerned. He detects your energy before you can express it. This is because dogs do not communicate only via bodily signals. They can sense your frequency, thoughts, and emotions. It is a quiet yet profound connection, and this bond does not break, even with death. There have been several reports of individuals feeling their dog's presence long after they've passed the sound of footsteps on the floor, as if their dog were still there. The sensation of a soft weight on the bed, as if he had nestled up near them. Dreams are so realistic that they seem like real reunions. Some claim that at times of peril or severe sadness, they sense warmth or an unexplainable cold, as if an unseen presence is bringing comfort. Could this be an indication that your dog is still defending you despite the fact that he is no longer physically present? No. Take a minute to contemplate. Has your dog ever kept you safe from something you couldn't see? Did he enter your life at the right time? Have you ever had such a strong connection to him that he appeared more than simply a pet? If you answered yes, you should know this. It was never really a coincidence. Dogs know precisely who they are supposed to be with. You do not choose your dog. Did he enter your life at the right time? Have you ever had such a strong connection to him that he appeared more than simply a pet? If you answered yes, you should know this. It was never really a coincidence. Dogs know precisely who they are supposed to be with. You do not choose your dog. He chose you. And when a dog joins a chosen one's life, he takes on a job that goes well beyond merely being a friend. He's there to guide, guard, and change your energy. Many spiritual traditions describe spirits who reincarnate together, traveling various paths in different bodies, but always staying united. What if dogs weren't just animals? What if they were spiritual beings that decided to walk with you, lifetime after life? If you've ever felt that your dog is more than simply a pet, but rather a spirit who has been with you before, this might be the revelation you need to hear today. Now tell me, have you ever had a dog that seemed like a soulmate? Have you ever had the impression that a new dog held the same essence as one that had died? Share your story in the comment section, since the following subject will disclose your dog's actual function in your life and how he is helping you on your spiritual path. What you're going to uncover might alter everything. The dogs that appear in the life of the chosen ones are never there by chance. They knew they were on a mission from the minute they met you. You may not have seen it at first. You may have believed it was simply a chance meeting, but it became difficult to ignore. The link is much too profound to be just coincidental. If you look closely, you'll see that your dog reflects what you're feeling. He knows when you are pleased and at peace, as well as when something is wrong. When the heart hurts, when your thoughts becomes overloaded, he moves closer, puts his head on your lap, or just sleeps down alongside you. He does not require you to talk. He feels it since it is one of his most crucial missions, to balance your energy. The selected ones have a distinct vibration, which frequently means they absorb everything around them, including emotions, ideas, and responsibilities that are not their own. When the week gets too much, your dog is there to help ease the burden. Have you ever noticed how merely sitting next to him after a long day provides an indescribable sensation of relief? As if the dense energy were just dissipating. However, this transaction comes with a cost. Many dogs eventually display indications of fatigue. They grow quieter, sleepier, and in some cases, unwell for unknown reasons. This occurs when they absorb more than they can manage. They screen out everything that might be impacting you. But if you don't learn to manage your own energy, you risk overpowering your guardian. That is why it is so vital to reciprocate with a simple stroll in nature, a moment of tenderness, or a grateful gaze. Dogs don't ask for much, but they do like to feel like they can recharge. However, it is not their main mission. The selected ones canines serve as silent instructors and guides. If you pay attention, you will see that they are constantly educating you without speaking a single word. They demonstrate the significance of living in the present moment, not bearing the burden of the past or worrying too much about the future. Humans get immersed in their thoughts, concerns, and expectations. Dogs just live. They do not carry grudges. They do not cling to suffering. They have feelings. Then they let go. That is one of the most valuable spiritual truths someone can acquire. There's something more deeper that many people miss. Dogs do not enter our lives just as companions. They come at just the perfect time when we need them the most. We feel lost, directionless, and unsure of how to go. Have you ever observed how often the encounter with the dog occurs in an unexpected way? He comes at your door, is discovered on a random street, and is presented to you as a gift, even if you hadn't intended for it. But in retrospect, you understand that moment altered everything. You may not have picked your dog, but he chose you. What if the option is older than this lifetime? Many chosen ones claim that after losing a beloved dog, they never fully feel like he's gone. Sometimes a new dog enters their lives and, in a strange manner, bears the same behaviors, glance, and style of being as if they were the same spirit, returning to resume its mission. Dogs may reincarnate with humans. They return to continue guarding, guiding, and educating. Now that you've understood everything, there's something you need to do. You can no longer view your dog as just a pet. He's a protector and a teacher. A spirit walks by you. Pay heed to the signs. Cherish this relationship and treat him with the same care that he does for you. Because this tie extends beyond time and this existence. Nothing can shatter it. Now tell me, have you ever owned a dog that felt like he had a higher purpose in your life? Do you think this link is anything but ordinary? Please share your experience in the comments. Because in the next article, we'll dig even further into the telepathic link between the chosen ones and their canines, and how you may enhance this relationship in ways you never thought. Have you ever felt as if your dog understood precisely what you were thinking? As if he could read your sentiments before you even spoke them? Perhaps he approached you when you were unhappy without saying anything, or he stared into your eyes when you needed consolation the most. This relationship extends well beyond animal instinct. It is a subtle, deep message, even psychic for those who pay close attention. Dogs do not require words to comprehend how we feel. They sense our energy by picking up on small vibrations that humans cannot detect when focusing just on what is stated. Dogs perceive beyond the senses to what lies underneath every action and gaze. If you have a dog, you've undoubtedly observed that he can tell when you're about to get home without making a sound. He may perk his ears minutes before you open the door or run to the entry, as if he senses your presence coming. This occurs because dogs have an unseen but undeniable connection with you. And this connection isn't just about physical presence. There are instances of individuals who, while going through terrible times away from home, felt a sudden surge of warmth and comfort, as if they were being enveloped in a familiar spirit. When they returned, they discovered that their dog had become restless at that particular moment, as if he realized something was wrong. This link transcends distance, since it is independent of location and time. It exists on a level that science has yet to completely comprehend, but which the selected few experience intensely. Have you ever observed that your dog behaves differently to certain persons even before they say anything? He already knows who has good intentions and who doesn't. Dogs are never fooled by looks. They read each person's energy and react based on their feelings. Pay notice if your dog avoids people or seems nervous in their presence. He may be perceiving something you haven't seen yet. But there's something much more remarkable about this link. Many individuals claim that even after their pets die, they still sense their presence. Some people hear faint footsteps around the home. Others sense a little touch. Some people have such realistic dreams that they feel like they are having real-life interactions. This occurs because dogs, like people, are more than simply physical creatures. They have an essence of vitality that persists even after death. And a dog's attachment with a selected one is unbreakable. Some spiritual traditions believe that dogs act as messengers between realms. They see things that human eyes cannot, and they often serve as a link between realms. People have reported seeing their dogs behave differently at significant periods of spiritual development, as if they were viewing something unseen. Others have said that their dogs remain completely motionless alongside them during intense meditation or thought, as if they sensed something spiritual was taking place. Your dog is more than you ever dreamed, and this bond is anything from typical. If this connection is already strong, consider what might happen if you began cultivating it intentionally. Many chosen ones report that when they meditate in front of their dogs, they observe them growing calmer and more in tune. Some people experience unexplained synchronicity, in which they can foresee what their dog would do before he moves. This silent connection may be enhanced over time, and the more you notice the indications, the more you'll understand your dog has always been attempting to communicate with you in ways other than the physical. Now, have you ever felt as if your dog knows your thoughts before you ever express them? Have you ever experienced an encounter that inspired you to believe in a connection that goes beyond words? Share your experience in the comments, because in the following subject, we will conclude this trip by exposing the actual role of dogs in the lives of the chosen ones. What happens to this friendship after their mission ends? Have you ever paused to consider the genuine significance of your dog's presence in your life? You can't look at him the same way now that you know how deep this relationship is. He was never simply a pet from the minute he came into your lives. An unseen relationship was forged, a link that extends beyond time, place, and even this existence. If you were selected, your trip was never ordinary. You have had a unique perspective on the world since you were a youngster. I felt things more vividly and carried an energy that often made me feel out of place. But your dog has always been present. He has kept you safe, educated you, and balanced your energies. Most importantly, it helped you recall who you actually are. Many individuals go through life without noting the indications or comprehending the gravity of the interactions. The cosmos arranges their course. However, now that you are aware of the facts, you must take action. Treasure this connection. Spend more time with him. Pay attention to subtle gestures and quiet glances. He attempts to show you something without using words, because everything he does is meaningful. And if his duty at your side comes to an end, remember that this tie will never be severed. He may depart physically, yet his spirit will be with you. Some individuals experience this so strongly that they describe visions, premonitions, and even little evidence that their dogs are still there, guarding them in a new manner. In most situations, they reappear, perhaps in a new body, perhaps in a manner you never anticipated. However, the bond between them endures. Now I want to hear from you. How has your dog changed your life? Have you ever felt that his presence served a bigger purpose? Read the comments and forward this message to someone who needs to grasp the actual significance of this link. If you've gotten this far, realize it wasn't by luck. See you in the future video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you make sure to never miss my videos. If you're enjoying the content on Pure Wisdom and find value in the messages we share, I encourage you to subscribe. Based on the latest analytics, 93.9% of viewers are watching without subscribing. By subscribing, you not only stay updated with new content, but also support the channel's growth, allowing us to continue spreading wisdom for the chosen ones. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important message. Let's build this community together.